Hey guys! Welcome back to my channel. In this video you will learn what is redox reaction. But before that we make sure to subscribe to our channel and turn the notification on, so you don't miss any videos in the future. Redox reaction is a chemical reaction that occurs between two molecules. Redox reactions are oxidation-reduction chemical reactions between two molecules, in which the reactants undergo a change in their oxidation states based on losing or gaining electrons. In this reaction the electrons are being transferred from one atom to another atom. The term redox is referred to reduction oxidation, in which the half part is referred to as reduction and the other is referred to oxidation. Note that in this reaction the process can be broken down into two different processes: a reduction process and an oxidation process, in which one cannot occur without the other. This means that oxidation and reduction occurs simultaneously, and if this is not the case the redox reaction will not occur. The substance getting reduced in a chemical reaction is known as the oxidizing agent, while a substance that is getting oxidized is known as the reducing agent. The oxidizing agent helps the atom to lose electrons as it gains electrons, and the reducing agent is known as helping another atom to gain electrons as itself is losing electrons. Or in other words, oxidizing agent is a reaction that causes another reactant to lose electrons and be oxidized and itself is reduced. Reducing agent is referred to a reactant that causes another reactant to gain electrons and be reduced and is itself oxidized. To memorize which one is losing and which one is gaining, you can follow this simple rule, in which for oxidation you can say that it is oil, which stands for oxidation is losing of electrons, and for reduction you can say that it is Reg, which stands for reduction is gaining of electrons. The movement of electrons generates an electrical current, making redox reactions one of the most important types of chemical reaction. In this reaction the chemical potential energy will convert into electrical energy. Therefore this reaction is used in different industries for different purposes. This reaction can be highly destructive. Some are responsible for killing bacteria and make excellent household cleaners. They also used for sterilize unsanitary environments or hospitals and destroy certain metal structures and biomolecules. Some examples or redox reactions are including the rusting of metals like iron or objects like cars. Browning or oxidation of fruit are the result of redox reaction. Here's an example of redox reaction. In this reaction you can see that the reaction between sodium and oxygen to form sodium oxide. In this reaction as you can see that sodium has 1 valence electrons. Therefore it tends to lose electrons to become stable. On the other hand oxygen needs 2 more electrons to become stable. As you can see that the electrons are being transferred from sodium to oxygen. In this reaction both reduction and oxidation reaction has been occurred simultaneously. Therefore you can say that this is a redox reaction. The transfer of electrons from sodium makes this atom positive ion with +1 charge. However the oxygen becomes negative ion with -2 charge because it gained 2 electrons. Remembering the rule that oxidation occurs when the electrons is being lost. Therefore we can say that sodium underwent oxidation reaction and oxidized. As such it becomes the reducing agent, because it forced oxygen to accept electron. Oxygen has been reduced because it gains electrons, and made sodium to lose electrons, therefore it becomes the oxidizing agents. There are different types of redox reactions which are including decomposition reaction, combination reaction, displacement reaction, disproportionation reactions. Other reactions that involve a transfer of electrons are including displacement reactions, combustion reactions, corrosion reactions. There is another way to predict redox reactions from the periodic table. Elements in groups 1 and 2 of the periodic table are the groups that tends to lose electrons and readily become stable, therefore they become positive cation. As such they becomes oxidized and act as reducing agents. Metals that donate their valence electrons are the strongest reducing agents. However group 17 of the periodic table, because they have 7 electrons they tend to gain 1 electron to become octet. Therefore they become negative anions. In gaining electrons they are reduced and act as oxidizing agents. Nonmetals that accept electrons more readily are stronger oxidizing agents. Note that as the electronegativity of the atom increases, the more readily it accepts electrons except the noble gases. In other words, the strongest electronegativities they more readily accept electrons. Here is an example of redox reaction. In this reaction, fluorine and lithium reacts to form lithium fluoride. Determine the chemicals that gain and lose electrons. Determine which one will be oxidized and which one will be reduced. Identify the oxidizing and reducing agents. Please feel free to pause the video and give it a try. As you can see in this reaction, the fluorine atom has 6 valence electrons. Therefore, to become octet it needs to gain electrons. However, lithium on the other hand needs to lose electrons to become stable. It needs to lose 1 electrons. Therefore, lithium is oxidized. And fluorine is reduced. In this reaction, as you can see, that fluorine forces the lithium atom to lose electron. Therefore, it becomes the oxidizing agent. However, lithium forces fluorine to gain electron. Therefore, it becomes the reducing agent. Here was the lesson for today. I hope you have learned something new today with us. Thank you for watching my video.